Hey, Flo Bear, do you want to go outside? Good boy. Good stretch. All right, let's go outside. We haven't had rain for a long time. In the spring, we got way too much rain. It's always the case. And I don't think we've had rain for the last month. So everything is dry. It's very dry out here. Hi, duckies. Hi, gooses. Oh, there's Coco way out in the field. Here she comes. Coco, run! Happy summertime. This last week we had a heat wave, and it was over 90 degrees for like 5 days. Yeah, and that's not common for us in central Maine. It's pretty hot. That, along with no rain for the last month. Yeah, it's been very dry. I'm homing my duckies in the front yard because they're all different ages. Yeah, so we have to feed them grain every day and give them extra water every day. Give them the hose every day. The sheep are drinking a ton of water. The geese I let out to patrol the property because they're already homed. Good girls. And they drink a lot of water. Excuse the mess out here. There was a baby rat in one of our food bins, and I have just been collecting these stupid little plastic pull tabs that you get from the grain bags. I just throw them in there, and I let the rat out, and then the geese pulled all this stuff out and played with it. Yeah, so now I have to put that all back together. But it doesn't matter, because it is supposed to rain today. Finally. We're gonna get some rain, fingers crossed, in the next hour or so. Oh, geez, the sheep do need more water again. It's about 12:30. We got up, woke up the farm this morning, gave everybody extra water. Oh, those are some smart sheep staying in today because it's just too hot to go out. Look at all these plants that are very sad. Look at my dead lemon balm. My chives don't mind. They love it. Oh, look at this little cutie patootie Olaf baby. You're so soft and woolly, Olaf. You're a woolly bully. Yes, you are. You have a very dirty little nosy. Hi. Hi, Lavernie. Oh, Lavernie needs a little scritchings. Hi, girl. Yes. Oh, look at that beautiful wool. This is a meat breed. You can tell the wool is just subpar. But look at this fiber on Olaf. He is a fiber breed. The cuties. But the sheep have access to their huge pasture, and they choose to just stay in and keep cool during the heat of the day. But guys, it's gonna rain today. They promised us. I checked the Doppler. It's coming. It's gonna rain. And the clouds are starting to come in. Yeah, we've got some stormy clouds. Look at that. It's coming. Because of the heat wave, our house crew, our construction crew, took the week off. I'm so glad they did. Because I don't think it's safe to be out working on a roof or on a house when it's 96 degrees out. That's just too much heat. for us Mainers, or for anyone, I think. I don't know. I'm a hot weather weenie. So our house is still naked, but she has a few new things you might notice underneath the soffit area here. They've redone. Woohoo! And they've lined all the windows with some new lumber. They ordered a big piece of lumber to go across here. We have some old rot. And it actually makes sense. This is the spot where our pipes burst. The last 2 winters, we didn't know why our pipes kept bursting right here. When the house is warm and everything is functioning, and then you have like a trickle of water and a pipe burst. And it's because the little old wood beam here from 200 years ago was rotted out. But it's the only one. You know, on a house this size, you never know. You cross your fingers and hope that you don't find horrible, horrible, horrible construction issues. And thank God, knock on wood, this house has the most amazing bones. She is built to last. She's been sitting on this hill for 200 years. 1804 she was built. And we learned the history of Dexter when they first started surveying the town out into 100-acre farms in 1796. The original owner of this property that built it, he got his 100-acre parcel right here. It's now just a 6-acre parcel, but it started out as a 100-acre farm with the original log cabin, because in late 1700s he came by himself. He felled a bunch of trees, he dragged a bunch of stones, and he built a log cabin to live in while he planted all of his crops and cleared the land for use as a farm. It's so cool to learn the history of this old property, but I'm just going to point out, again, I think I've shown it to you guys, his old foundation. And then after a few years, he started building this house, and it was finished in 1804. But that there is the original stone foundation, where the first settler here in the late 1700s, early 1800s, staked his claim, built a log cabin right there. There's a spring on this property. It's the top of a hill. He built his house on the south side of the hill. Very smart. And then his family probably came over in 1805 or 1806 from wherever they immigrated from, probably up Canada. I bet they were French settlers that came down. But I still have to do a bit more history on the land. A bit more history would be good to find out, because it's such a rich, rich piece of history right here. You beauties. I let my geese out because they like to be out. The duckies need to be in to be homed, but my geese are just so good. They're very, very good little farm guardians. I'm enjoying the Toulouse breed. It's a very good breed of goose. They're an orchard breed, just like my ducks are an orchard duck, so they don't really like going in a pond, which is weird. But there's not much of a pond left anymore because of this drought. In fact, where's my dog? I'm gonna call him and we can go see the pond. I'll show you what's going on. Here comes some wind. That's a good sign. Come on, rain. All right, we're gonna walk out to the pond along my little path here. Let me just call Flaubert. Flaubert, come! Let's go! All right, here he comes. Good come. Good boy. Let's go to the pond. Got some things coming up here, like my beautiful milkweed. I collect the silks and I spin them with my wool. It's a natural fiber. But I noticed this beauty out here last night. Milkweed is known for attracting monarchs. That's a monarch caterpillar eating the milkweed. Good. Getting nice and big and fat and actually very slow. It's probably going to turn into a beautiful chrysalis anytime now. Oh, there are some areas that are still so gorgeous and green and lush. And then a second later, it looks like we live in Texas. Like what is this? Crispy, dry, very dry. All right. Brace yourselves. Yep, here's another big patch of dry. Look at this. It's like a meteor just hit right here and killed all the grass. That's so wild. Weird. We do not put down any chemicals. We've been trying really hard over the last 3 years, or 2.5 years at least, to be ridding this property of trash, chemicals, waste, and preserve it. Oh my goodness, there she is. All right. What was once a pond is now a mud puddle. Supposed to get a ½ inch of rain today. We could use it. Oh my goodness, so dry. Yeah, where I'm standing right here, this all was underwater. I'm like right in the middle of my pond right now. The water went all the way up to that rock right there. That's where the water line was. And it's come all the way down. Here he comes. Oh, he's going in. This is a spring-fed pond, so it doesn't actually get much lower than this. This is about as low as she goes. Oh, Flo, they're so muddy. This whole mound right here starts off the season covered. They kayak over this. Now it's all dry and I can walk on it. So this is very, very dry. First year when we bought the property, the pond was almost completely dried out. It had a tiny trickle that just went down the middle there from where the spring is way back there. But there was just a trickle, like a stream, that went down through here. So at least we have a bit more than that, as you can see. But I tend to think it's a drought when you can see that rock right there. This little mound. That's a rock. Looks like mud, but it's just covered in seaweed and stuff. Alright, so Flobert's gonna go swimming. I'm gonna do a little rain dance. I do feel like something is coming. We're getting some good wind. And the house still looks red from this angle because she's still got red on this side, but not for long. Getting the whole exterior re-sided. She's gonna look so sharp. Pretty, pretty house. We've been doing a ton of fun work on the inside of our house. And she's just gotten too comfortable. We love our house. Oh my goodness, there's a froggy. Oh, in an oil slick. We do still struggle a bit with our neighbor who has a bunch of big machinery, and he does his oil changes right out on the gravel pad. And of course everything just trickles downhill. So So we're working on it. We don't really see any of his oil slick down here in the spring, summer, because there's so much water and it's flowing so fast. Because the stream actually continues right through there, through our property, down into our neighbor's property, past the cows, and down the road 1 mile into Lake Wasakeg. This stream, this spring, is a tributary of Lake Wasakeg. And so you don't usually see this kind of stuff here. But because we've had a drought, we haven't had any rainwater, we're just relying on the trickle of our little spring, who's just pumping hard back there. So this is what we get. You get what you get. Like you can see a little place right there where the muskrat has made a little burrow. You see that? We've seen our little muskrat working hard out here. All right, Flo-Bear, get out of there before the leeches find you. Gross. The fly found me. So, I'm gonna go pick some clovers for my bunnies. I love you. I miss you. And we'll see you soon. Come on, Bobo. Good boy.